Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Eva. This video for Prime 6. Today we are going to talk about Unit 4 Part 2 that talks about the transformation of juice from root to the other parts of the plants to make its own food. In the last part, absorption of water and mineral salt primary, absorption of water are by small sections, and absorption of salts are by selective permeability. Now we watch video for
transport of water and salts in plants. The salts present in the soil dissolve in the water, resulting in a salt solution when the soil is watered. As the amount of water provided to the salt is quite large, the solution will be a dilute salt solution.
Primary, the amount of water provided to the soil is quite large. The solution will be dilute salt solution. Dilute salt solution, so مخفف, محلول مخفف. Okay, primary.
The roots of plants have small hair-like structures called root hairs, originating from cells of a single-layer epidermis. Dissolved salts are present in the cytoplasm of these cells, also called as cell sap. Cell sap is much more concentrated than the salt solution present in the soil. Cell sap is also a salt solution. However, it is more concentrated than the salt solution present in the soil.
Cell sap is also a salt solution and it's much concentrated than the salt solution present in the soil. Concentration salt solution primary in the cell of the vacuole of the cell root hair is much greater than salt solution present in the soil. That's okay.
The cell membrane of the root hair is a semi-permeable membrane that separates the cell sap, which is the concentrated salt solution, from the salt solution in the soil, which is the dilute salt solution. Water flows along with solutes from the soil into the cell sap of the root hairs. Thus, roots absorb water and salts from the soil by the process of osmosis. The absorbed water and salts will move to the next cell once again by osmosis. The movement of water from the roots to the other parts of the plant above the ground is called the ascent of sap. Water is transported from the roots to the leaves through the xylem vessels. Water and salts from the root hairs pass into the epidermis cells and to the cortical cells, then to the endodermic cells and finally into the xylem. The transport of water from the roots to the leaves is aided by the physical and the chemical properties of water and the composition of walls in the xylem vessels. These vessels are made of lignin and cellulose, which have strong attraction of water molecules. A thin, continuous layer of water is formed in the walls of the xylem vessels. This is because of the strong attraction, or it has a force. Between the water molecules themselves, there is a strong attraction or a coercive force due to the formation of hydrogen bonds between the water molecules.
Water molecules, water primary, do you know H2O? There is attraction force, strong attraction force due to formation hydrogen bond between water molecules.
Because of this, thousands and thousands of water molecules attach to the water molecules present on the walls, thus forming a continuous column of water molecules. The water molecules already present in the water column either get displaced or moved by the newly entering water molecules, ultimately pushing the water molecules towards the leaves. Root pressure is the pressure exerted by the water molecules absorbed by the root hairs.
That's okay, Brian. The transmission of juice from the root to other parts of the plants to make its food. Water and mineral salts are absorbed through root hairs in the epidermis layer of root. Then primarily, they are transmitted to the endodermis layer, which regulates passing of water to xylem. This is very important primary. What is the function of endodermis layer? It's a layer which regulates passing of water to xylem. It's a layer which regulates passing of water to xylem. After water and mineral salt are absorbed through root hairs in the epidermis layer of root, then they are transmitted to the endodermis layer, which regulates passing of water to xylem. Xylem with wood tissue primary. Wood tissue. Repeat after me. Wood tissue. Raises the juice, salt, and water to reach the stem and other parts of the plant. So xylem primary raises the juice, water, and mineral salts to reach the stem and transport to other parts of the plant. Okay. What is meant by transpiration process? Transpiration process primarily عملية النتح. It's the losing of water. It's the losing of water in the form of water vapor from leaves or any other green parts to surrounding through holes called stomata. Primarily through holes called stomata. Repeat after me. Primarily through holes called stomata. Through holes called stomata. Repeat after me. Primarily transpiration process. It's the losing of water in form water vapor from leaves or any other green parts to surrounding through holes called stomata. What is meant by stomata? Are widely spread on the lower surface of the plant leaves. Spread on lower surface of the plant leaves. Lower surface primary. Attention for me, primary. Lower surface of the plant leaves. Number 2, plant loses most of water that reaches the leaves through stomata. In primary, stomata are widely spread on the lower surface of the plant leaves and plant through which plant loses most of water that reaches the leaves through stomata. Okay, friends. Number 3, each stomata is surrounded by 2 guard cells. In primary, number 3, each stomata is surrounded by 2 guard cells. 2 guard cells. 2 guard cells primary. These 2 guard cells. 2 guard cells. 2 guard cells. These 2 guard cells. This is stomata. 2 guard cells surrounding the stomata. These figures represent the structure of stomata, open stomata and closed stomata. There are 2 types of stomata or stoma. Stomata equals stomata primary. Open stoma, closed stomata. Open stoma, this open and this closed stomata. This guard cells and this points is guard cells. This point is guard cells. Okay. Repeat after me. Primary transpiration process. It's the losing of water in the form of water vapor from leaves or any other important. This note is very important. In the plant, loss of water by transpiration process creates boiling force that raises water and dissolves salt upward to the plant top. Very important primary. In the plant, loss of water by transpiration process create boiling force. Boiling force primary يكون سحب كبيرة that raises water, بتساعد الwater and the dissolved salt upward, heavy the water and salt upward to the plant top. Plant top, what? From the stem to other parts of the plant. Okay. What is the function of two guard cells? What is the function of two guard cells primary? يبقى ده اختار مين؟ open stomach, closed stomach. What is the function of two guard cells? Two guard cells primary, they control opening and closing stomata. Opening and closing stomata. Opening and closing stomata by changing their shape. Can you observe the difference between two figures? This open and close. What is the control? Control that two guard cells primary, two guard cells. What is the function of two guard cells? Controlling opening or closing stomach by changing their shape. Excellent primary. Very important definition of transpiration and selective permeability and osmosis features. يبقى اختار مين برايمري تاني اجي معايا transpiration losing of water in form water vapor from leaves or any other green parts to surrounding through holes called stomata. Selective permeability primary, it's a process by which plant absorb cell membrane of rotates. Selective permeability primary again. It's a process by which cell membrane of rotate allow some types of salt according to planting. By osmosis features, it's a process by which transmission of water through cellular membrane from high concentration of water to low concentration of water. Three definitions is very important primary exam. And stomata, open stomata, closed stomata, they are two guard cells to control opening and closing stomata by changing their shapes. Okay. When the plant loses water by transpiration, a pressure is formed that raises water upward primary to the plant top. This power is the result of transpiration process. Pressure is formed that raises water upward to the plant top. Number two, this power is the result of transpiration process. This power due to primary transpiration process. Okay. Questions of the lessons. Write the scientific term primary. Use rubber. Biological process through which plants lose water in the form of water vapor. What primary transpiration? Excellent. سمعكم. Give reason. The concentration of solution inside the root hair vacuum is higher than the concentration of soil solution. That's okay. Why primary? Because the solution inside the vacuum of root hair contains less water than soil solution. Okay, primary, very important questions. Complete the following statements using rubber. The space process in the plant forms a pressure that raises water upward. Okay, primary. Transpiration. Excellent. Number two, the space in plant is surrounded by two guard cells. Using rubber, stomata. أسأل questions in the booklet and student book. Thanks primary. أتمنى إن انتم تكونوا استفدتوا مني وربنا يوفقكم بإذن الله. شكرا.